What earth do you live on? A round one? Flat one? Maybe your world is resting on the back of a cosmic turtle. What about a hollow earth? Just a planet levitating around absolutely nothing. How would the laws of physics work on that hollow earth? Would we be able to dig a hole to the center? And if we did, what would that center feel like? Here's what would happen if the earth was hollow. We've never made a journey to the Earth's core, but we have been studying earthquakes in our geometric field enough to know what's inside our planet. Spoiler alert, it's instant boiling hot. But we didn't always know that. Learning about what our world works took a long time. Learning about how our world works took a lot of time and brought out some bizarre theories. One scientist even decided that Earth was an inverted sphere, the entire universe hidden inside it. Hollow Earth was also on the list of possibilities, but how would a planet like that work? The quick answer is it wouldn't. A hollow Earth would collapse inward on itself and become a smaller sphere. Why? Because of gravity, one of four fundamental forces in the universe. Gravity would bring all parts of the crust toward one another and making the hollow Earth just impossible. But where's the fun in that? Let's assume somehow the Earth's crust was levitated without collapsing on itself. Well, that wouldn't be much fun for us either. Most likely there would be absolutely no life on the planet because, for starters, there would be no atmosphere. The atmosphere of Earth protects us from solar winds and space radiation, but it needs a magnetic field and the planet's gravity to keep it in place. The magnetic field is generated by in the Earth's core, which would be absent in a hollow planet. No core means no magnetic field, and no magnetic field means that Earth would be pretty dead. A hollow Earth would also lose a whole lot of mass, since most of it is accumulated in the planet's inner part. The core and the mantle were not just talking a few kilos, like what you put on during your last visit to grandma's, but rather 5.96 trillion tons. A hollow Earth would be less than 0.4 of its current mass. The gravity on a hollow Earth would be so weak it wouldn't be enough for you to stick on the planet. You'd fly away into space. That's of course if you could make it through all the solar radiation. Now let's imagine that hollow Earth's mass and gravity were no different from real life Earth. We'd still have no atmosphere due to the lack of geometric field, but at least we'd solve the gravity problem so that you could stay on the planet. The surface of that hollow Earth would be a very hostile place. With no core of boiling iron, you would be able to move under the planet's crust. Drilling through the Earth's crust would be much harder, as it would have to be formed by a very dense material to make up such mass. When you finally manage to dig through the 30 kilometer thick crust, 18 miles in spread, and step into the interior of the planet, you'd experience zero gravity. Since any gravity in hollow Earth would have to be coming from the crust, gravity would just cancel itself out, and its self influence on you would be zero. You'd be floating back and forth in complete darkness. However, lost inside an empty planet, you don't forget your spacesuit. You'll need it to provide oxygen and pressure to keep breathing until you run out of said oxygen. Drifting inside the Earth without a spacesuit would be like stepping into the vacuum of space. Trust me, you don't want to experience that. The next time you feel empty inside, remember that the Earth you're sitting on isn't. Maybe in the future we'll travel beyond Earth and stumble across a planet that is hollow.